Hello, 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 my loves, and welcome to my channel where I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks, the ins and outs on becoming a better dancer. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the fundamentals of a pirouette turn, how to really strengthen the legs, really get the core working so that you're able to nail your first pirouette turn or your third, fourth, fifth pirouette turn. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to get videos like this every single week. I have so much information to share with you guys, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's get into it. So one of the first things you want to think about when it comes to doing pirouette turns or really any type of turn in dance is spotting. Spotting is finding a focal point and making sure that you're keeping your eye on that focal point until you can't anymore, and then you whip the head around to find it again as you are going. This reduces dizziness and it really just helps you to find a focus. Rule of thumb, wherever your eyes go is where your body is going to go, right? So if I'm finding a spot and I try to look somewhere like towards the floor and I try to turn this way, my body's going to force me to go that way, right? If I'm looking too high, really if you're looking too high, it throws off your alignment overall. So you want to make sure that you find a spot that is right eye level with you. So a really simple exercise that you can do to get used to spotting is standing, feet just shoulder width apart, arms down. You're going to find your spot on the wall and tiptoe your way around. Once you reach this point where you can't look any longer and you have to turn your head, make sure you whip and find that spot immediately and keep going. So we're going to whip, find the spot immediately, and whip, find the spot immediately. Yes, and the same thing is going to apply on the other side. Make sure that you do both left and right sides so that you really get the hang of it on both sides. Once you get the hang of that, you can move on to this next part. So the next step in mastering your pirouette turn is your preparation. So to start, you want to make sure that you are aware of your weight distribution. So kind of just take some time to kind of go back and forth from leg to leg. And also, I'm going to face the side. Try to rock back and forth from the balls of your feet to the heels of your feet, just so you can kind of get a sense of where your weight is within your feet. That's going to be so very important in getting that clean pirouette turn and being able to push up into your releve and hold. So we are going to start with the feet hip distance apart. You're going to press up to your releve. Just don't worry about the arms for right now. Just keep them relaxed by your side. We're going to press up to our releve. Step forward into your lunge. This is the base of your turn. From here, I'm going to face the side. This is a position where you have to use the momentum of that back leg to push into your passe. Yes? So, facing the side, you want to make sure when you step forward, you step out enough to where you feel stable. Yeah? If you step too close, you won't really be able, this could work, but the more turns that you do, you're going to need a wider base to really nail those turns. Another rule of thumb is when you step forward, keep that back heel off the ground. This front heel needs to stay on the ground. That back heel is always going to be off the ground. So now that you got the legs down, we're going to add the arms. So in this preparation to start, the arms are just down by your side. Once you step out into your lunge, you want to think opposite arm, opposite leg. So whichever leg goes in front, that opposite arm is going to be in front. So for example, if I am preparing to do a right turn, my left leg is going to come in front, right arm comes out. The left arm is going to be out to your side, and you are creating basically this L shape. Yes, this is where you want to be. If I'm facing the side, I'm here, here. Yes, make sure that this side arm is not too far back, because you saw how that just opened my shoulder a little bit. You want to make sure that it is in line with your shoulder and that your gaze is forward wherever you're going. So you got your preparation down. Now it is actually time to get into the position where your turn actually happens. So you're here in your prep. You're going to press this back leg up to passe. The arms are going to come to a ballet first. Basically, you're creating a huge beach ball with your hands. The leg is going to press up into your passe. Make sure that when you bring the leg here, this whole inside of the foot is connected to the inside of the opposite leg. That is how you have a stable base. The arms are going to come straight here. So this is the position that you want to be in from the side. This is going to be the picture. You press up to your releve, step out to your prep, push up to your passe, and down. Now, another rule of thumb that you want to think about is when you bring whichever leg to passe, you want to make sure that you are not lifting your hip. Yes, because if you try to do a turn and you lift that hip, you're not able to balance. Rather, when you keep that hip down, you're able to really hold it as long as you can. Yeah, so make sure you're really pressing down in that hip and the leg is moving independently of the rest of the body. Now that you've gotten used to your preparation and you've gotten used to the actual position where the turn is happening, we are ready for the fun part, which is actually turning. So to start, we're going to start with quarter turns. We're going to go into half turns, and then we're going to go into a single full turn. And from there, you can do more and more and more. So a quarter turn is basically going from the front to the side. You're doing a quarter of a turn, right? So to start off this progression, we're going to start here in our parallel first position. The arms are just going to be down. You're going to prep 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do a quarter turn. So you're going to face the wall next to you. You're going to press up off that back leg. 5, 6, down, 7, 8. Yes, and we're going to keep doing that from facing here to here, here to here, and back to the front. Yeah, make sure that everything that you do on the right side, you do on the left side. So let's go ahead and start. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that we've done quarter turns, we're going to move into half turns, progressing all the way up to our single turn. So basically, you're going to go from facing the front to facing the back, from the back to the front. Now, when it comes to your spot, you want to spot where you're going, right? So if my goal is to end up facing the back, I'm going to prep. My spot is going to shoot to where I'm going, and that helps me to stop. Same thing when I end up facing the front. I'm here. I'm going to shoot my eyes to the front to know where I'm going. Yeah, so we're just going to try that twice. Again, make sure that whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, spot, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last but certainly not least, let's go into our full single turn. So what I want to challenge you all to do is when you reach the point of your turn where you've ended up to the front, try to hold that passe as long as you can. So try to hold it up. Even if you're hopping and you keep going, try to fight to stay up, because that is where your progress is going to happen if you're fighting for it. If I do this and I just let it go before I even finish that turn, there's not going to be any progress there. Yes. So make sure that you're really, really pushing yourself, really, really challenging yourself. Falling is okay. All right. So let's get into it. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have reached the end of this video. Great job today. Make sure that you remember, you may not have a perfect pirouette turn by the time this video is over with, but that does not mean that you will never get it. These things take time, they take practice, they take consistency, and they take you falling, but the important part is getting right back up. Make sure that you're doing these daily. Make sure that you're taking time, 10 to 15 minutes out of your day to work on your pirouette turns, and in no time you're going to become a better dancer. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!